Not every financial education manual is also a life story. But then again, not everyone has had the life of Robert Kiyosaki. The American entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and best-selling author wrote the financial book titled Rich Dad, Poor Dad in 1997, based on lessons from his own life growing up. The rich dad in the title was Robert's friend's father, who gained incredible wealth through savvy investment. The poor dad was Robert's own father, who, despite working hard his whole life, never really built any kind of financial stability. The book is written as a series of parables based on events from Robert's life. It's filled with relatable and practical advice on financial wealth management, perspective, discipline, and personal growth. With over 32 million copies sold in over 109 countries, Rich Dad, Poor Dad obviously resonates with a lot of people. It won the support of high-profile celebrities including Will Smith and Oprah Winfrey, and people swear by the simple truths and lessons learned from this book. In this summary and review, we will discuss 10 lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad that'll change your life. Welcome to Mind Talk, where all brains matter. If you're new to the channel, you're going to want to head on over and hit that subscribe button. If you're ready to have your mind blown, ring that notification bell as well so you never miss another video. Okay, enough of the formalities. Let's dive in. Lesson number 1. Rich people don't work for money. When Robert was growing up, his dad was given many investment opportunities. He would always decline with the same excuse: I can't invest. I have no money. In the book, Robert points out that this mindset is what separates the poor from the rich. Poor people work for money. Rich people make money work for them. Sure, earning a living is important, but your time is finite, and if your only investment is time spent earning an hourly wage, your earning potential disappears the second you stop working. The rich work out how to invest and generate income that keeps rolling in without the need for a 40-hour week. Passive income is the key to financial freedom. Lesson number 2. Our single greatest asset is our mind. In the book, Robert says the single most powerful asset we all have is our mind. If it's trained well, it can create enormous wealth. UFC fighters don't show up for a bout without training. Elite athletes don't come to the field without proper practice. The same thing applies when you want to accumulate wealth. You need to train your mind. You need to gain lots of financial knowledge and experience in order to be rich. There will never be a point where you know it all. Always keep learning and keep adapting. Lesson number 3. Be in control of your emotions. A calm mind makes better decisions. One clouded with emotion and sentimentality is prone to careless error. Always assess and reassess situations from all angles, especially if you feel strongly about it. Charles Swindoll said, "Life is 10% of what happens and 90% of how we react to it." Emotions are the number one precursor to regret, so don't let your emotions control you, but instead learn how to master the expression of your own feelings. 10 deep breaths and a timeout can be the difference between success and failure. Lesson number 4. Buy luxuries last. A lot of Kiyosaki's lessons in Rich Dad, Poor Dad center around comparisons of behaviors demonstrated by the poor and the rich. One such comparison has to do with how people see luxury items. The poor and middle class see materialistic luxury items as a symbol of wealth and status, so they save up to pay their exorbitant costs. They often prioritize luxuries and wants over wealth building and investment. Rich people buy luxuries last, enjoying their excess after their staple needs are met. Almost all luxuries tend to depreciate over time, so it makes sense to invest in assets that compound in value, like savings or real estate. Lesson number 5. Reinvest your excess. Okay, so this lesson may seem like a contradiction to number 4, especially when Robert encourages you to enjoy life's luxuries with the spoils of your investment. But a general rule of thumb to build financial security is to always reinvest the money generated by your assets. The reason why rich people become richer through time is because instead of buying things with their excess cash, what they do instead is put it into another investment. This is what you call diversifying the investment portfolio. Not only does your total asset value increase, but so does your revenue-generating potential, exponentially. Do you want to know his secret on how to build wealth? It's building a real estate investment empire. Lesson number 6. Work to learn skills, not to earn money. When getting advice on a career path, Kiyosaki received 2 very different pieces of advice. Rich Dad told Kiyosaki to gain a wide range of skills and life experiences, which included trying out different types of jobs. Poor Dad, on the other hand, believed Kiyosaki should get a degree in a very specialized, narrow field, work in the same industry, and a stable corporate job until retirement. Robert chose to work a number of jobs over a wide range of different fields, learning leadership, sales, marketing, negotiation, and communication. Choose a job that will give you experience or the skills you need to progress in your financial goals. If your goal is a paycheck at the end of the week, your priorities are all wrong. Lesson number 7. Surround yourself with people smarter than you. Sometimes you're only as good as the team around you. And if you're surrounded by monkeys, it'll probably drive you bananas. On the other side of things, you don't know everything. And one of the best pieces of advice from Rich Dad, Poor Dad is to surround yourself with people more talented, more capable, and smarter than you. Specialized geniuses mean that you can focus on what you're good at and get the expert advice when it's needed. Don't spend unnecessary time trying to achieve the level of understanding that's just a phone call away. Surround yourself and get access to people smarter than you to get the complex stuff done. Lesson number 8. Pay yourself first. Business owners often will pay every bill, every creditor, every employee, only to forget the most important payment of all, themselves. The philosophy of paying yourself first came from George Clason's book, The Richest Man in Babylon, written almost 100 years ago. It may seem counterintuitive, paying yourself despite knowing the fortunes of your bottom line, but according to an article by NASDAQ in 2017, it's the number one way to effectively save money. You'll reduce expenses down the line, especially when you come up short before the next pay. Just don't dip into your savings to pay bills. It's a poor person's habit that needs to be broken. Feel that financial pressure and use it to strategize cost-saving methods or money-making schemes to fill the shortfall. This sets up entrepreneurial habits that help the back pocket. Lesson number 9. Learn to listen. The next lesson to be learned from Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a fundamental skill that's vital in every facet of life. Effective communication is absolutely invaluable, and the ability to listen, genuinely, attentively, and empathetically is something that just can't be taught. It has to be experienced and practiced. But it's not just about getting the message across. There are many circumstances where it's better for us to remain silent and listen to what someone has to say. By listening, we form better bonds, strengthen trusting relationships, and we learn how to properly communicate with other people. If we don't listen, we're not open to new ideas. We can't learn or grow. Lesson number 10. Change your mindset. A lot of our mindset and overall perspective drills down to the way we frame our language. If you say, "I can't afford it," then you prevent yourself from thinking about various possibilities to grow. It's a closed statement that reiterates the negative. Instead, ask this question: how can I afford it? You're challenging your mind to consider possibilities and form strategies. Your inner talk influences the result of what you would like to achieve. Stop questioning yourself and doubting what you wish to achieve. Maneuver every negative can't-do thought into a can-do attitude. When you replace inner negative talk with encouraging, positive self-talk, you'll be better able to meet adversity and challenges and do things that will contribute to greater success. This might not be a book on how to get rich, but it teaches you financial literacy. Well, that's it for Rich Dad, Poor Dad, 10 lessons that will change your life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and let us know in the comments if you use any financial life hacks to guarantee your financial security. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell to check out our other amazing videos. You've been watching Mind Talk, where all brains matter. See you next time.